February 24th, 2007, Michelle and I drove to Austin, Texas for the World Wellness Weekend.
So we're here with Judd, who has put this wonderful weekend together, the World Wellness Weekend here in Austin. And we thank you so much for bringing this to us and to the whole world.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here, and it's my pleasure to do it. It's my kind of service to humanity, and I'm doing what I love. I'm doing my passion.
So how did you come up with the whole concept?
What happened was I'd been asked to do a women's health conference in Ashland, Oregon. And then I said, well, don't men need health too? And sure enough, men needed health too. They agreed to that. And I said, well, who could we bring? And they said, well, Deepak Chopra was here 5 years ago and 2,500 people came. And I said, great, let's get Deepak Chopra. But the only weekend he was available was September 11th. This was 2004. And I went, oh, that's not a great idea. And then a light bulb went off in my brain, and I said, no, well, we can invite everyone in the community who has anything good to do and to say to have a booth and teach a class in it. And we can have a healing community weekend. And then we went so well, we then did it in Albuquerque and it got bigger, and then we did it in Denver and got bigger, then San Jose, and then Denver again, and now here in Austin, and then Chicago's coming up. So it's catching on. People like to be empowered in their communities, and that's how this is happening, and that's what it's about.
Okay, so here we are at the World Wellness Weekend, and we have Joyce with us, who's going to demonstrate the Rejuvena facelift
tool. Yeah, it's a little tool. It's called the Rejuvena, and it uses ultrasound, negative ions, and positive ions.
Can anybody use this?
Anybody can use it. It helps to clear out the skin. People in their 20s that don't want to wrinkle or get skin damage can start in their 20s, and then they never have to get the skin damage.
And what part of the body is it best used on, or most beneficial?
Designed primarily for the face, but we have used it under the arms, and it does work on cellulite because it's a cellular massage, and that little massage jiggles up any toxins, releases them.
Okay, great. All right, so I'm ready to get started.
Okay. So the first step is we hydrate. And we have a mineral spray, ionized mineral spray. And the first step is sonic. And so I turn it on, I push the sonic, and I'm using high. I use the curved side of the tool. Okay, that's step one. Then I hydrate it again with my mineral spray. Woo, it's cold. And I switch to negative ions. I'm showing the camera in high, and I'm going to turn it over to the flat side of the blade, and now it's like icing a cake. It's nice, long, smooth strokes. Feels good, right? It's a gentle stimulation.
Now you're going to have to do the other half to even it out.
Well, what I usually do is I make you wait for a couple of hours because your collagen is going to pump up. Because I've made a space in the cells, cleared out the space, it has room now to absorb and accept the nourishment. It's like your cells have been starving because they couldn't receive nutrition. So now I'm giving that beautiful, it's like the luscious nectar that the cells are saying yum, yum, yum. But now, in addition to putting it on topically, I'm going to do the next step, which is to push it deep inside with the positive ions on the outside, which are going to be attracted to the negative ions inside your skin. So it's going to be a push in.
So I'm feeling on my regular side. Oh wow, just so smooth and soft. Big difference.
And now you get to see the difference.
Oh my goodness, that is a big difference. Lovely. Yeah.
More definition.
Yes.
So if I were doing the face, I would be doing the same thing for the eyebrow, the chin bone, anywhere there's a bone, I would be doing that lift and reversing gravity.
Great. Thank you so much, Joyce, for your time and for making my skin look so beautiful.
You're welcome.
We had seen Dr. Jim Davis speak about Ayurveda and thought he was great, so Michelle decided to ask him a little bit more about Ayurveda.
How do you maintain balance, life in accord with natural law? That's what Ayurveda is really about. living life in accord with natural law. So what boils down to is it's a form of natural medicine that utilizes diet and herbs and daily routines, seasonal routines, some purification kind of regimens, and of course all based on consciousness, and so the recommendation on consciousness would be like meditation.
And how did you originally become interested in going in this route?
Before I was a doctor of osteopathic medicine, I was a teacher of transcendental meditation. And so I was a TM teacher, and Ayurveda comes out. He starts bringing out Ayurveda, and I look around and I see, who's getting trained? The doctors. I'm going to medical school. Okay, so that's kind of how this came about. So then I went to medical school, and that's what I've been doing for the last about 20 years.
Wow, that's wonderful. So why do you think that Western culture has been resistant to this type of medicine?
This is consciousness-based medicine, and so what is responsible for the blockage or restriction has to do with group consciousness of the West, the collective consciousness or the collective stress that is keeping consciousness from unfolding as quickly as we'd like it to. I guess it's going on its own schedule, and so we're at a kind of another critical point where we see the effects of this rising world consciousness much more easily now, and simultaneously Ayurveda is blossoming and coming into its own as people are ready for it. They resonate more with it now because consciousness is more refined.
Coming up on Resonate with Life.
So what we say is intention, attention, no tension. Intention, clarify, which the passion test does really wonderfully, what it is that you're most passionate about. And then put your attention on that. Keep your consciousness. We're all so powerful and we forget that. So intention, attention, no tension, let go.